Ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite OG Season 7 just broke records, going from an average of 30,000 player count to now almost 160,000, and it keeps on climbing. It's safe to say people are really glad that Fortnite OG is back along with OG Season 7. However, there is a lot that people still want added into the game mode and reasons they are not coming back to Fortnite OG and instead playing other projects. So how can Fortnite bring back more players and keep the retention of players throughout Season X so that we don't have the same issues like the past OG seasons? We'll be going over multiple modes, also things that they should add in-game that are currently not in, and also a few graphical changes as well. But make sure to sub to the channel and like, because we'll be updating you on Fortnite OG throughout the entire seasons. We have the Ice King event coming up pretty soon, so Fortnite OG is going to get even crazier from here. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, boys, first off, this is something that a lot of people have been requesting, but it is the OG graphics. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about on Twitter that it is impossible to get the old graphics because we are on Unreal Engine 5 instead of Unreal Engine 4. However, this is false and was proven by Ali Jax that Epic Games can make some tweaks. Yeah, it wouldn't be one-to-one, like perfect down to the minute detail, but it would be pretty hard to spot the difference on a glance. This is something that Epic Games really needs to do, because I feel like something with Fortnite OG that a lot of people tie to the nostalgia is the graphics. And let's be honest, Fortnite OG is a nostalgic mode, so adding more nostalgic things will bring a lot more people back. The biggest thing is the lighting within the graphics, but they did fix the storm clouds, which a lot of people were happy about. It only took them a year, but yeah, good job on Epic's part. However, they do need to tweak with the lighting. Next up is something even bigger that a lot of people have talked about, and I myself have personally talked about. It is good for this current OG season. However, it was not good for the last OG seasons, and it's the reason it failed. Ranked and expert mode. Now, I have talked about expert mode in previous videos, and if you don't know what expert mode is and just got back to Fortnite OG, expert mode was a mode with 0 bots. This is basically where all the sweats would play, and it was the exact same gameplay, but just no bots. This was added after ranked was a huge flop within Fortnite OG Season 1 and I believe Fortnite OG Season 2. Like, it couldn't even pull 2,000 players. It was absolutely terrible, but in my opinion, I don't even know why expert mode was taken out. I thought that they were working on something even bigger for OG Season 7. However, we haven't gotten any news on any ranked modes, expert mode, and I'll bring this up as well, Arena. Arena was added in Fortnite Season 8, and in my opinion, if they added it early into OG Season 7, along with something even bigger like Siphon, I think the game mode could thrive because it fits with the seasons. Listen, in early Fortnite, Season 1 and Season 2, a lot of people weren't competitive, and people were coming back mainly for the gameplay, not for the competitive aspect. Epic Games really needs to understand their target audience, and a lot of the people that are coming back to Season 7 probably played Winter Royale, and that's one of the biggest things that I have talked about is tournaments for Fortnite OG. We do have OG Cups in the game, however, they just aren't enough. You don't get any cash prizes, and I think if they did a spin-off of Winter Royale and brought it back just for this month, it would make a lot of people happy, and also it would just bring talks to Fortnite in general. Honestly, I do think that they should bring the newer Arena back. If you don't know, Arena actually was changed in the way that the point system worked. Getting to 6,000 points was a lot better than getting to 300 points back in the day. Oh my gosh, if you remember getting back to 300 points in Arena, like, I needed so much help. I don't know, maybe I was just bad. But yes, Arena or expert mode, that's the biggest question. In my opinion right now, I think that they should have released expert mode on the release of Fortnite OG Season 7, and then early in the season they should have teased Arena and then brought it back after the Ice King event, and then also brought back Siphon. Now let's talk more about Siphon. Siphon, in my opinion, is really what made Fortnite OG Season 7 special. Yes, there were a lot of other things such as graphical and also core gameplay mechanics that really did make OG Season 7 special. It brought a lot of competitive aspects into the game, and overall 50 health and 50 shield was awesome for every kill. It was basically a free big pot, and it really rewarded you on any kill. And if you play Fortnite OG right now, you might notice that it is really hard to get shield and meds compared to the Chapter 7 game mode. So having Siphon in a ranked game, it would be a reason for people to play. That was the biggest thing about ranked in OG Season 1 and OG Season 2, like I talked about earlier. There wasn't a reason to play, and that's why it flops so hard, because a lot of people, if they want to grind any type of ranked game mode or to get to Unreal, they're just going to go play the main Chapter 7 game mode. Now, next up, I've talked about this so much, and you already know what I'm going to say. Comment down below what you think I'm going to say. You know what it is. Chapter 4 movement animations. Listen, a lot of people do want the old chapter 1 movement back fully without sprinting and sliding, but it's so much harder to flip-flop between game modes, and I think Epic Games is trying to push their OG audience to also play chapter 7 and also their chapter 7 audience to play Fortnite OG. We've seen a lot more marketing on the OG side. We did not get a trailer, which is really, really sad to me, and I still wish that they would release one. However, we do need to keep the modernized movement, but adding different animations to make it look like the old movement would be so much better. And I'll add this in the video for y'all, but a creator by the name of Intangible actually made an OG movement petition that you can go and sign, so I'll leave that in the link down in the description below. So make sure to go sign that so we can just get OG movement back and just stop talking about it. Again, I personally don't care to have OG movement for myself. I wouldn't care about the animations. Personally, I've gotten so used to the chapter 5/chapter 6, whatever you want to call it ones. But I mean, if they brought it back, I would rock it. My comment section is absolutely flooded with these comments, and trust me, I am listening to y'all. However, I am in no way associated except for my creator code with Epic Games, and I don't work with them. Yes, I try and upload videos and try as best as possible to get in contact with them, but no one responds to me. So, I mean, yeah, I've tried my best, boys. I don't know what to say. Next up is the OG HUD. Now, I had a few comments asking what even is the OG HUD. This is a picture of what Fortnite looks like now in Chapter 7. This is also what it looks like in OG, and this is also what it looks like in Chapter 1. See the difference? The health bar is different. Some of the icons are different. It's just, it looks so much different. So a lot of people want this back for the nostalgia enhancement. Personally, I don't notice a difference because I try and keep my HUD as small as possible because I want to see more on my screen. But I do understand with people that enjoy looking at the HUD, it is a big deal. And Call of Duty also had this problem in Modern Warfare, I believe, and they made it where you can customize the HUD in Black Ops 6. So this would be really cool to be able to use the Chapter 7 HUD, also the main OG HUD that we have right now, and then the Chapter 1 HUD. I think personally that's what Epic Games should do throughout all modes because it worked really well for Call of Duty, and also it would just make the community happy, and it's a really, really easy change. Next up is something we talked about in our previous video, but it is the secret challenges. Now, it's not the challenges itself, it's what's in the OG pass that we don't know about. Listen, a lot of people were mad that the Ice King is not in the OG pass, and instead we have Lynx, which we have gotten so many remix skins of her, and also Onesie. Epic Games, if you are watching this video, I would halt anything that you're doing with these secret pass skins if it is only styles. I would wait to do the Ice King event, push it back maybe 2 weeks, and I would do an Ice King remix skin. I'm telling you, people really want this back, and adding secret challenges for an actual skin would be so much cooler than just getting a style. I'm telling you, do it.
Do the roar.
You know, I'd rather not. It's my kid's birthday party.
Do the roar.
And also, an extra style would just be super anticlimactic for a secret challenge. Also, another thing is that I hope to see a lot more differences in the Ice King event to add on to the lore. I mean, this might be happening, but we just don't know anything at all because there's nothing in the files so far. And me personally, and a lot of other people as well, which I am shocked about, are really happy that OG somehow tied to the Chapter 7 lore. We had Rev in the Cube help us defeat the Dark Presence, and he actually had a reason being in Fortnite OG. I don't mind tying Fortnite OG to an extent to Chapter 7, but obviously don't try and modernize the game mode when it's something old. Fortnite OG isn't nostalgia bait. People just want to play the game that they played in 2018. Because in reality, Fortnite Chapter 7 does feel like a completely different game even than it did 5-6 years ago. But overall, I think the biggest thing about this video is 100% arena or some sort of ranked game mode with siphon, but there has to be a reason to play it. Also, more customizable options on the way that you can play the game, which would be really sick, and Epic Games can, I guarantee they can do that. They're a multi-billion-dollar company because Fortnite OG's numbers are through the roof right now, even competing with main battle royale, and that is no joke. But make sure to like and subscribe because we're going to be talking a lot more about Fortnite OG and also the main Fortnite Chapter 7 game mode to see how much more Fortnite can grow and improve. But anyways, guys, it's been your boy Tricky, and I'm out. Peace.